What's happening? What's good? It's the Erica Jones, and I am here with my bestie, Miss Nicole Celine Sanders. And we've been gone a while, but we're here, we're back, and we have a few things to talk about today. First and foremost, if you have never been here before, this is our YouTube channel, and we pop in and out. Go back and look at some of our videos. We've gone viral on a few during the pandemic. And hopefully we'll go viral on the subjects that we speak on today. So we all know that this year we're approaching a very, very important election. The election for the President of the United States, as well as some local very important local elections as well. And that's where it all starts, of course, on the local level. People don't really take a look at that and really see the seriousness of voting locally. But this presidential election is one that we've come close to seeing, but didn't really get a chance to see because of the one that's running again against the great Kamala Harris that's running now for the president. But we almost got Hillary in there, but you know, some folks cheated.
Cheaters never win.
Of course, we're voting Democrat. Of course, we're proud Democrats, and we stand behind Kamala. But that's...
And if the roles were reversed, and Kamala was a Republican and Trump was a Democrat, and Kamala was talking crazy, I would vote for the one that's not.
The same one.
Okay.
Because some of the things that Donald has been saying, former President Donald Trump has been saying, has been just outrageous, outlandish.
Ridiculous.
He talked about Biden declining, but I think he's behind that as well. You're declining too, sir.
He is. He rambles at his rallies.
Yeah.
His rallies are getting... I just watched snippets of people that posted. His rallies are getting... he told his staff not to pay the mic man because I can't hear myself. Can you hear me in the back? Don't play the... Crazy. But anyway, let's continue.
I'm for... First of all, I'm a woman, and the right to do what my body, what I want to do with it is important to me.
That's
and
right.
It's my choice, and I don't want anybody telling me what I can and cannot do. And
well, let's just talk about
the debate.
The debate.
So Kamala debated Trump about a week or two ago, I guess. And it was, everybody was watching it. I know I did. And he
didn't want to shake her hand.
It was embarrassing. When he first started, she reached out to shake his hand. He couldn't do anything but shake it, because if he wouldn't have, that would have been a big issue. But I'm sure he didn't want to.
What got me when he said, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, the people that are coming in, they're eating the pets of the people that live there. Why was that even brought up? And he said the people in Springfield was dying laughing because they said that's not true.
Because they're trying to see what is he talking about. He basically, what led to that was the border and the immigrants that are coming in, and he feels so strongly about. I mean, I'm trying to see where the wall is that he said he was going to build when he was the president. But he feels so strongly about.
And they raised millions of dollars for that wall. And where did the money go?
So that was his way of saying they don't need to be here. They're eating pets and they're eating.
His whole platform is about immigrants.
Yep.
I don't. Listen, the immigrants come here, whether they legal, illegal, in between. They come here and they hustle and they work. I don't mean any harm. yes, you do have immigrants that come across here that do bad things, but the Americans do bad things in America. So that's neither here nor there. Speak to me about health care. That's very important to me.
And social security.
Social security
and
disability.
Yeah.
That's very important to me. I don't want to hear nothing about immigrants eating cats, dogs, whatever else. Flowers. But that's not true. Ain't nobody eating no cats and dogs.
No, nobody's eating.
That's not a subject matter. So
that rant there was, Kamala looked at him like he was deranged. Like what? Like what? We're here to talk about the American people and the future of the American people and where we want to be in the next 4 years. Not about immigrants and I get y'all want to try to have border control. That needs to be under control. But that is not the first thing to go to when we're talking about you wanting to become president again. Like,
but he lied. He's such a liar.
Oh yeah.
They fact checked him. They were fact checking him on the debate.
Yeah.
And after the debate, he said he hates David Muir and the lady that were the moderators.
Yeah.
But they fact checked him, and he lied how many times?
33 times. He lied about 33 times. It was just, that's all he does is lie. It's like, what else is there for you to say? Like, Project 2025, to me, you're sweeping that under the rug and saying you had nothing to do with
Lies.
it. Yes, you did.
Lies.
You have everything to do with it.
He skates over it. They have video that's leaked of some of the top men that he got to get this Project 25 together. Listen, and for the African Americans who are walking around here saying they're voting for Trump, you have a right to vote for whoever you want to because our ancestors fought and died for us to have this right. But for you to be such an ignoramus and say you voting for Trump, all behind, and I've watched some of the clips, people, journalists have gone up to people and said, well, who are you voting for? African Americans. One lady was like, I'm voting for Kamala. She said, but my husband is voting for Trump.
I saw that.
And they were like, why are you voting for Trump? The stimulus check. Idiot.
I almost said, I ain't gonna lie.
I'm gonna say it because listen. We got that stimulus check because that was gonna come. That came up in the House and they voted on it because the Americans were suffering so bad from COVID. Whoever would have been in office,
it was gonna happen.
It was going to happen anyway. And Dumbo, let me explain this to you. America is never going to shut down again. I think we lost over 1 million people from COVID. It could be 5 million. They saw what it did to the economy.
Yeah.
They're never going to shut down again. So that stimulus check, keep waiting on it.
But you voting for him now is going to do what? He promised the stimulus while he's been rallying.
I've never.
What would be the what would the stimulus be? I mean, you're basing your vote on a stimulus that we got years ago. Like what? He's not going to get in office and say, "Y'all, let's give these people a stimulus again," because that's why they voted for me. He
doesn't care. You listen. Anytime he riled those people up, and then these people getting these charges. I think the last person I heard, they got 30 years. He hasn't come to rescue none of them. None of them. He uses people, and then you fall for the okie doke, and then he leaves you out in the water for you to drown.
Yeah, he's not coming to anybody's aid. I mean, my parents were telling me about this older father and son. They both got charged and convicted and got years
behind hate.
And the daddy's old. Like you should.
Well, you gonna owe and die in jail. That you should have thought about it before you did it.
Y'all letting this man pump y'all up. It's almost like a Hitler type situation. I almost feel like Donald Trump is the Antichrist because it's like he has followers of people that are brainwashed almost. Like
and he has a spirit to
captivate them
and control them and draw them in. I have a ex-coworker We worked together for about 10 years, and she's Caucasian, and I let her by a couple of times with her comments about Obama, insinuating him being a monkey and all that kind of stuff. I let her by.
Oh.
So when we go this round, she starts with the crap. I couldn't let her by this time. I got her straight, I got her told, then I deleted her. You're poor. Okay.
My whole thing is y'all are being driven, and Kamala said this, by hate. You know, your hate for black people. I just feel like that's what it all boils down to, because y'all can't be sitting listening to what this man is saying, and y'all are agreeing and believing this. Like, how in the world are y'all so manipulated by that?
A human being. And then they're saying it's going to be a bloodbath. I want them to understand this. What our ancestors went through, the beatings, being starved, shot, enslaved for years. It won't go down like that.
It's not gonna go back to that.
It won't be like that anymore.
I'm so sorry if that's what y'all thinking this is about to be.
You're gonna get it.
These young folk are crazy. I mean, this is a whole different breed. I don't know if it's something was in Similac or Infamil, whatever those other new milks that they make now. That's when I was born. That's what the milks were.
Well, even something before breast milk got them going crazy.
These kids are crazy. And if you think you're going to enslave anyone, I just said, that's what I said, of them, you're out of your mind.
But
y'all better start shooting from the sky, because they're not gonna go willingly.
Vote for who you deem is the right person.
But let me interject this: all of y'all that's saying that y'all, and I might be, it's probably not good to say, but y'all not voting.
That's true.
Y'all are not voting. Y'all getting on these social media sites.
Well, let me say it like this.
Y'all not going vote. Y'all not. I see the empty sheets when I go vote.
Louisiana.
They ain't voting nowhere.
No. Atlanta represented, the other states that they were able to flip. They did go out.
I know people.
We can speak about absolutely Louisiana. These ignorant, young people that don't go out and vote whatsoever.
No, y'all in the shade room talking about Trump 2024, 5, whatever. Y'all not voting for nobody, because y'all not going to vote. You have to consciously get up in the morning on the voting day, put your clothes on, and drive out to the school in your neighborhood. If you've moved, whatever, unless you've changed. You haven't, and you're not going to vote.
But the percentage has been done on here, especially, and it is deplorable.
Yeah,
they talked about it on Ricky Smiley and Roland Martin. He brought up Louisiana. Deplorable.
Yeah, y'all not voting.
It's just a shame. But again, go out and vote for who you deem is necessary, and who you think is going to run the country in a fair manner. Kamala Harris, 2024.
You say it wrong every time.
Kamala Harris and Waltz, 2024.
Woo, yeah. Waltz and Harris. Harris and Waltz. That's who we standing with. And you can come over here, because y'all do it.
And see, I normally don't say nothing. She replies, but I'm a reply. And my replies won't be as intelligent. So.
Yeah, we can say what we want to say, as long as it passes the guidelines of the YouTube channel. We can say what we want to say. Mm-hmm. So if we decide we want to vote for this person, that person, that's our decision. You can go vote for that orange man if you want to. Mm-hmm. And God forbid something happens where you get pregnant or you just was being careless and you got pregnant and you didn't want to keep the kid because you don't know who the daddy is. Or you do and you don't want to have a kid with him, but you did what it took to get it. You can't just get rid of that kid.
Vote wisely, y'all. Vote wisely.
Just saying.
That issue is deeper than what you know.
I had to just say it because y'all don't see
Even the people that are married, who the doctors are telling them, if you take this pregnancy to full term, you're gonna die.
Yeah. I'm just painting the picture of what could be your reality.
Your reality.
And y'all gotta think about that. Y'all gotta think about it. Think about it hard.
We went to this restaurant, The Queen, and if you're in Miami, you need to go check it out. The experience is amazing. Had a table that came and sat beside us, and we were towards the end of our meal, but I kept hearing them say stuff like, what is she, Caucasian man? Well, she had never ran a business. So why does she think she can run the country? And how many businesses have Trump ran and had to file for bankruptcy because they weren't successful?
I didn't know that was a prerequisite of being the president.
But anyway,
that you have to do that in order.
I guess, but
people are ignorant, and that's how you know it's hate, race driven. Because what? Like that's all y'all can come up with. Why she can't run the country? Because she hasn't run a business. Okay. Anyway.
Kamala Harris waltz 2024.
Nicole.
Okay.
So that's gonna conclude that
part.
Yeah. Y'all, they have arrested and are holding one of the richest music moguls of our time, and that is Sean P. Diddy, Puff Daddy Combs. It's a lot that has been snowballing to get to this point. A lot of lawsuits, civil lawsuits that have been filed. And then there was a video of him abusing Cassie, who was one of his artists, who turned into his girlfriend. Mm-hmm. And that was, to me, that was hard to watch a man do. Mm-hmm. A helpless, small framed, like myself, woman like that.
And you can tell that wasn't her first time experiencing it, because
she was frightened.
She was frightened and coward, and you could tell she just had no fight back in her, and that was the part that broke my heart. And sometimes we get in predicaments, where we are living this lavish lifestyle, mm-hmm. and then you have on the back of your head, I really need to leave this sucker. Mm-hmm. But what am I? She gave up. She basically was on the upswing of her career, because we went to the movie theaters and saw one of her first movies.
It's like she just
because it's because of him, and
he dimmed her life.
I never liked him. I never liked him, but I guess I respected him as a businessman. But this is my thing, y'all. Y'all wait till this stuff come to light, and now y'all want to come chirping. The people that work for him, chirping. But you still wanted to get that check from him every week. Well, and that's why you, even the clip of the man that, when he disrespected his mother, mm-hmm. I would have told him, you can take this job. If it meant that you had to go work a regular job, but and again, it's the lavishness of the lifestyle.
Well, I think too, it's how powerful he was. Mm-hmm. A lot of people were afraid. I think they thought that he was going to have something done to them or do something,
He's the reason Wendy Williams got fired from 95 mm-hmm. back in the day when mm-hmm. she was telling y'all about P. Diddy. Yep. And he's the reason she got fired back then. Yeah. He had a lot of pull.
A lot of power. And people, you can say what you want, people probably were frightened by him. Yeah. And I hate that for him, but I
don't hate it for him.
I was not about to say I hate it for him. Go ahead.
You cannot allow yourself to get in a position of power and be rich, to be an abuser and to take advantage of people. You can't do that. You will never win.
Because you'll get away with it for so long. And then God gonna pull
That's like Nene said about the girl that just got fired from Atlanta Housewives. She told her back in the day on one of the episodes, you'll never win being dirty. And look what didn't happen.
Yeah, you could. I mean, you could be on the trajectory to the stratosphere. I mean, rich beyond measure. Like, anything you want, you can have.
But to know that he did that to that young lady,
your freedom,
and you have daughters.
That's it.
You would want to kill somebody
if they did that.
If they did that to your daughters, it is absolutely It's just no way you should have done that.
Yeah.
And now people making jokes about listen. This is my thing. He was a grown man. People participated in things, maybe out of fear, maybe willingly knowing. I don't care about him having 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant.
Oh yeah, I don't care about that. He just...
and people coming down on Boosie because Boosie basically said, most entertainers do this. We fly women in, we do this and we do that. It's just he a little bit freakier than other people. But now everybody coming out.
Yeah. The problem comes in if you're doing it with force and you're doing it and they're not willing. That's where the problem. But if they're willing participants, to me, I feel like, I mean,
but let me ask you this. Let me give you this scenario. What if some of these people who are now trying to sue, what if it was grown, willing adults that participated in what they did? Do you think that some of these cases are lies as far as being forced to do some of the stuff that they said he forced them to do?
I don't know.
I feel like this. I do believe he has a demented spirit.
Yeah.
Something happened to him in his younger days that we don't know. Maybe that will come out, because nobody under normal circumstances that have lived a normal childhood for the most part would be capable of doing some of the things that allegedly, I ain't talking about Casey because that's been proven. Cassie. Okay. Allegedly he has done. But he has his right to. Do I think one of 3 of the charges for racketeering, he's looking at life. The other something for prostitution, he's looking at 15 years. Something else, he's looking at 20 years. Do I honestly believe that P. Diddy gonna get some time? Some, but it's federal. Federal don't necessarily do all their time.
Yeah, they don't. I think it's gonna be a plea deal or something.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he want all this stuff to be out.
Yeah. That would be the best thing for him.
So I think a plea deal, unless he wants to rat out the people, other people. Now that could be
that it can go both ways.
Yeah, if he decides he want to rat on others, then that's where the mess gonna come in. But at this point, boy, you better be praying.
I've told Erica that I think that he has his business in order. And it's just, I told you about Howard, how they revoked his doctorate.
Yeah.
And they gave him his $1 million back.
Oh Lord, they didn't want the money.
They didn't want the money. That's what a lot of the universities are doing. Listen, let the chips fall where they may. I honestly believe he's made sure that his business in order, and I can easily see him committing suicide. I can see it. Look, if they give you bail, go on and flee to one of these countries that it'll take them 10 years to get you back in America. I don't,
I think that's why they don't want to let him out, because they feel like he's a flight risk and he has the money and the power to get away from here and not have to face.
And now his children has to go. Your legacy. Your legacy of all that you built in the R&B community and just businesses, period.
And where your friends? They ain't saying nothing on your behalf.
They don't have. Well, some have said some stuff.
On his behalf?
No. Trick Daddy said he had been telling people to stop going to his parties. Usher said it was a life-changing experience for him. He didn't go into details. I would love to know. But and Usher was a teenager.
Yeah.
And you get these young children who are young and yearning and have has the talent, and you get them in there and you take advantage of them. It's just not right. But and people are obsessed with this storyline. Next, listen,
because I promise you, every time
I'm concerned about what the next meal I eat. I'm not concerned about no P Diddy. Shoot, yeah, P Diddy. This didn't. I said, you really enjoying following this
I'm not
story,
enjoying. I wasn't enjoying it. I just was updating you on things.
I don't care. Give me $1 million and I might care about you.
Right now, he's trying to hold on to all the funds
he needs to.
This man has put up $50 million to try to get out of jail. I won't go nowhere. I won't have no female company. Well, you like both.
And then
you like both.
I know we could.
Say you won't have no company, female or male.
He don't need to. He doesn't. Go buy a push.
Boy, you need to lock yourself up in a church.
Listen, go buy a push doll.
A push? A blow doll?
Oh, well, I don't know what they push it.
What in the world?
Well, don't have nobody over because they gonna claim you did something to them. So buy a push doll.
Boy, have your kids over there and that's it.
And your push doll and your lubricant.
It's a blow up doll. What is a push doll?
They push on it, don't they? Okay. And this is my last comment about it. Young Miami sitting up there with her ignorant, no talking self, talking about how her friends weren't there for her when she was going through what she was going through, but you were ignorant enough to give your own career up. That man has a spirit. You give your own career up with them ghetto girls, city girls. You give your career up and you live in the lavish life.
Oh, my man's a billionaire.
$30,000 a month and where you should have been saving money.
Buying Birkin bags and all that.
But now you're trying to come out with all kind of different lines of things and this, that, and the other and
pushed old JT to the side, huh? Cause she had a.
But JT doing her thing.
Yeah, but she had a billionaire man, so y'all better stop that. Your friends gonna be your friends when that man is gone.
And my friend, the ones I thought was gonna be by my side, they wasn't even by my side. What side is there to be on? You sitting up gloating every month, showing what all the stuff that he done bought you and talking about y'all sexual
oh my God, that we didn't ask
exploits that we don't care about.
Golden shower, girl, you letting this man pee on you?
Nasty. She was letting him do whatever he wanted to do for all that money. Listen, anything, stuff that we probably ain't heard of before. Okay.
That's why you don't do that. You don't give up your friendships for no man.
Yeah.
Hello, cause now the man locked up in jail.
And she knew she had to detach herself from P. Diddy because people who are attached and inadvertently attached, Mimi Foss from
Atlanta,
Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta, was about to get her a dating show. It was already in the works. But because that stupid, ignorant baby daddy.
What
did I say? Baby daddy, Stevie J, with his ignorant rump-de-dump. They didn't cancel it. And she didn't have anything to do with P. Diddy directly.
Shame.
That's just not that. They don't want to be affiliated with anything that has to do with that freak.
Yeah, should he be locked up in jail for being a freak?
Well, you know, some people are freakazoids and They just can't control themselves. It's power. When you can have a person under submission and you can do whatever you want to, it gives you a false sense of power. But now you see what the power is. So I hope you enjoy being in jail, because they gonna open you wide and slide you right.
Oh, Nicole.
They gonna get them. But it won't be punishment for him. It'll be enjoyment.
No, I don't think he gonna enjoy it right. I don't.
Well, the shoe is on the other foot.
I don't think he about him. If you know what I mean. So he's not gonna enjoy that.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think. I think he's a giver.
That Meek Mill's video.
Oh my God, you believe it? The way Meek been standing on them pictures recently, I don't know. I wanted to believe
I
in
didn't
Meek,
listen to that mess, but it popped up on a reel, and I said, "Let me see." It left my mouth open.
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah, that was a lot.
Yeah.
And who recorded it?
I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like he's gonna do a plea at this point, because baby, all your stuff gonna be laid out in the court. You know, in the court, they don't care. Exhibit A, it could be anything. Like, they're going to bring this prosecution.
And now the girl Dawn.
Now Dawn,
I like her. She can sing and she talented.
I want to believe Dawn. I want to believe, but I wasn't there. I can't say what she went through. But why you kept going back over there?
Yeah. You just recorded on his love album.
You was in Dirty Money.
And she's an amazing writer. I don't get it. Listen.
Girl, if you can get you
I'm gonna end it with what this is what I'm gonna say about it, and this is what I believe wholeheartedly. I'm gonna be like Father Flex. If no, I'm not gonna do
Please just read it regularly, please.
If you are telling a story about something you knew and you didn't do anything about it, you are not a witness. You are an accomplice. That's per D.L. Hughley. And I agree.
Yeah.
I don't like people that come out with this stuff. When the stuff hit the fan, you wanna, oh yeah, when I was around him, he did such and such. When I was around him, she did such and such. But you didn't call him on the carpet then.
Yeah.
So that's my piece.
I still say sometimes people are afraid to do things when it's almost like a child at school. If they saw somebody hit somebody, they know that person hit them, but they're scared of the person, so they're not gonna say nothing. But if all 5 kids say, yes, he hit her, then everybody else gonna be like, yeah, I saw him hit. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like
some of these details,
they
nobody
need
was
reinforcement to come forward.
No. So if somebody taking advantage of me sexually, I don't care if I'm a struggling and living in a tent on the side of the road and go to the studio whenever. Never. It's just, you have to hold on to your moral base.
Yeah.
If you have one.
Well, that's probably the issue. Some of them don't have one. Okay. It's interesting. This is interesting.
The fallout.
We're living in an interesting day. It's ghetto. It's racist. It's country.
Freaks.
I think it's always been there, but it's glorified to
just the
10th power at this point.
It's the time that we're
in. And listen, a lot of people are saying Cat Williams opened Pandora's box because he was sitting up there saying all of this stuff, and it's literally unfolding. So,
but in the last few seconds, I want to say, what y'all think about Shannon Sharp?
Shannon need to sit down. How do you go live while you're doing?
They said he's not technology savvy.
Engaging in, why is your phone in your hand? If you're engaging in intercourse with whoever this woman was.
It can't happen again because ESPN gonna fire him.
I'm surprised.
He had to get up there and do that apology, and some people are upset by it because ESPN got rid of somebody that was in a situation like this, but they let Shannon Sharp go. But I think it was because he had to go head on and admit it.
Yeah. He said his publicist said it wasn't him at first, but he that didn't seem well with him. He had to come out and say that was him. But
it sounded kind of
disgusting,
abusive too. He said, "Don't come here."
No, we're not doing that.
But that sounded like that sounded like you were.
She wasn't saying stop.
Was she running?
She enjoyed it.
What do you mean when he's?
She didn't do nothing. No, because if she could, if he did, don't you think she'll be trying to sue him?
Well, we don't know. Time will tell.
Right. Listen. I think that's all we have.
That is it.
So, hopefully something else happens so we can jump back on here and say what we need to say and have a little laugh. This girl is crazy. Like, that last few minutes was hilarious. But, hopefully Kamala pulls this thing on home.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on home. And hopefully Donald goes on and plays golf at his golf course. On over there. And prayerfully Kamala wins. And we'll see how this whole P. Diddy stuff unfolds. I'm not wishing anything bad on anybody.
But you gotta.
I hope justice prevails for the ones that were affected.
Yeah.
That's all. Just like that. So y'all have a great one. And until next time, love yourself before anyone else.